Hello Hud House Hunters, it's Donnie Corum with ColoradoSpringsForeclosureDeals.com. Well, today I'm bringing you a doozy, guys. We're standing out at 6826 Galley Drive. Now, this house is located on kind of a busier street, but what it does have going for it is 1,800 square feet of living space for $72,000. I'm gonna say that again, 1,800 square feet, 72 grand. And as if that weren't enough, a lot of the remodeling on this property has already been done. I give you vinyl siding and brand new windows that have already been put into this property, so the inside's actually in pretty good shape. There is one catch, I'll tell you about it here in a little bit, but I want you to take a good look at the Galley property. Come on in, let's take a look. So we're inside 6826 Galley Drive. Now this is a ranch-style home with 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a 1-car garage, over 1,800 square foot of living space. As you walk into the Galley property, you'll notice out of the gate that you've got flooring that has been ripped up here. So this was probably carpeted at some point. And over here you can see the cement from where it was tiled. You would just have to put that back. Not a big deal and absolutely worth it when you consider this amount of square footage, even on a busier street, it's probably worth about $140,000 to $145,000. This home's listed for 72 grand, so you do the math. This is a heck of a deal you gotta take advantage of. We're inside the kitchen and galley, and as you can see here, we've got linoleum floors, slightly dated, but nothing we can't live with. The cabinets are definitely showing their 80s, 70s, 80s vintage, so I want to either swap these out, or guys, the bones on these are pretty good, so we might just go ahead and redo the doors, put new doors on the top of the cabinetry, but nothing that's hugely out of the ordinary here, nothing that we simply can't deal with, just a couple of amenities and things that we need to add on, and a price that you simply can't beat. And we have 3 bedrooms upstairs and a bathroom. The first of the bedrooms, as you can see here, decent carpet. You know, for an owner-occupant, this will do the job just fine. For someone who's going to flip it or rent it out, we probably want to get rid of this. But this is good starter home stuff, guys. It's not a big deal to swap out the carpet if you need to. It is perfectly functional, just needs a little updating. On the way to the other bedrooms, we find the upper level bathroom, extremely dated. I want to do something with this tile surround, get rid of the linoleum, probably replace the vanity top, not the vanity itself, but I think the top has got to go. But again, at this price bracket, these are small prices to pay because you're going to be picking up a ton of equity on this property for doing some of the minor work that it needs. We're continuing back this way into the next bedroom, and the bedroom here is a lot of the same. You've got, you know, decent sized room. The doors are dated, but no big deal. Texturing looks good. So for me, I'm going to paint this room, replace the carpeting, and this is still a very quality window, but the reason they didn't replace it with vinyl as the rest of them is because they've got this swamp cooler thing going here. So they just left this one window. If you want to keep the swamp cooler, that's probably fine. I'd leave that as is. So here you go. That's the next bedroom. Bedroom number 3 upstairs is about the same size as the other bedrooms. Again, 1,800 square feet, so you got 900 up and 900 down. You are literally moments from Peterson Air Force Base. So location-wise, if you are trying to get to the base, you can't beat this location. You're going to be at the gate to Peterson in roughly 2 minutes, maybe not even that. Okay, so you're just driving straight to that. Location is awesome. Needs a little touch up in here, carpet, paint, and the sort, but at this price, guys, you got to take advantage because, again, there's at least $60,000 worth of equity in this home. For doing the minor work that it needs, you're good to go, and I haven't even shown you the other half of the house. Let's head to the basement so we can take a look at that. Heading downstairs to the basement and galley. Now guys, the one catch I told you I was going to mention on this property is although the basement is finished and perfectly livable, it is not permitted. So this is an unfinished basement for all intents and purposes. Now what that means to you is you got to pull the permits on the property. So you get in here, get the contractors to inspect the plumbing, fix it as necessary, inspect the electrical system, and get the permits. What you've done by doing that, though, is effectively doubled the square footage on this property. You're already 50,000, 60,000 below market, but once this is permitted, you stand to get even more value out of this home just by dealing with some of the legal permitting issues. Now, this is just a lesson, guys. If you are going to finish your basement, make sure you pull permits on it. It is more of a hassle to do after the fact, but in this situation, HUD is already discounted for that. in their eyes, you're buying a 931 square foot home, and that's why we're able to get it for only $72,000. So if you put up a little bit of permitting issue, you're picking up a ton of equity and square footage for a price that you simply can't beat. So down here, they kind of try to make this a bedroom. You can tell by the fact that there's a closet off to the side. Legally speaking, it's not a bedroom, and that's how we can tell it's unpermitted, because it is attached to the utility closet, and you can't have a bedroom attached to it. Heading on back out, we have this great room here. Nice open space. The neat thing about ranchers is this big footprint that you have to deal with here. Again, with the vinyl windows, which are nicer and newer, those are going to be very heat efficient. And for somebody who's looking to flip a property, that's just one less thing that you got to worry about. These windows are good to go. Carpet's got to go for sure. And then this bathroom. Well, we were just on the other side of this. As you can see, they started the makings of a bathroom here, and it is actually plumbed in, but this is where you can really tell there's a lack of permitting going on, because the sink distance is not far enough. We need to push that back a little bit. The toilet's kind of in a weird place. Not much you can do with that, though, without getting into extensive repairs, so we'll just have to work around that. And they didn't finish the shower, which would go over there. I know it seems like a lot of work, guys, but you got to do the math on this thing. If you've already got $60K worth of equity, even if you spend $10,000, which I don't think you will, on getting this in tip-top permitted condition, you still have 50 grand worth of equity left in this home for doing some very minor repairs. So don't miss out because you're afraid of the work. I've got the contractors, the resources, the parts, everything you need to get this done. All you got to do is find the right house, and I believe this could be it for the right buyer. We got 2 more bedrooms back here. Bedroom number 1, it's carpeted, but it's not, there's no pad. So we want to go ahead and replace this with carpeted with pad, plus it's a terrible color. Windows okay. I like the fact that we're getting some natural light, despite the fact that this is a basement bedroom. There's no window well to deal with, and that's just the way this is sitting on the lot, which, by the way, is 9,000 square feet. This lot is huge. We'll see that when we wrap up the video today. Bedroom number 2, downstairs anyway. This gets us to a grand total of 5 bedrooms when you complete that bathroom, 2 baths, and a 1-car garage home for $72,000. Guys, 1,800 square feet for 72 grand is a steal, but houses like this don't last. This is pleading for a smart buyer like yourself or an investor who's looking to flip to get in here and make a small fortune on this thing for being in the right place, right time. This is a great deal for that. We got to check out the backyard because it's huge. Then we're going to get you guys rolling. Come along. We're out back at Galley, and again, as I mentioned inside, this is a 9,000 square foot lot, so it's a huge backyard, way larger than normal for a house in this neighborhood. And just take a look at how far back this goes. It even comes with a gazebo parked out back here, so that's pretty sweet. Now, in general, guys, you know, with this kind of yard, you got to factor in that you're going to have a decent amount of water to have to feed this yard. So do factor that in when you buy a yard this big. But if you've got dogs or kids, you want to have tons of backyard living space, this is the house. So we're going to recap on Galley and get you guys rolling. This is 6826 Galley Drive, which is located in the Cimarron Hills subdivision of Colorado Springs. We're talking literally minutes. A minute or 2 to the gate of Peterson Air Force Base. So if you're commuting to Peterson, this would be ideal. The house currently features 5, maybe 6 bedrooms, depending on how you look at it, but the basement is unpermitted, so you got to factor that in. But all in all, we've got 5 bedrooms, 2 baths to be, 1 car parking, and it's listed at only $72,000. I don't need to run the comps on this to tell you that in general, homes in this neighborhood are going to go for $140 to $155 all day long with this square footage, and you can get this thing for 72 grand if you act quickly. The way to get on it is to give me a call. The number's at the bottom of the screen. Let us know when a good time for you to go see it. You can also check it out on the website just for searching for 6826 Galley in our map search at the website. You'll be able to bring up this property and you can schedule a showing immediately from the site. But most importantly, register online at www.coloradospringsforeclosuredeals.com where you can get instant updates of properties right as they hit the market. You'll find out about it and you won't get left out on deals like Galley. With that, guys, this is Donnie Coram, ColoradoSpringsForeclosureDeals.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.